welcome. How are you? This is the All Signs of the Zodiac readings, and it is for middle of the week. So Wednesday, Thursday, basically. Yeah, I don't really have an awful lot to say because I only just did the videos yesterday, didn't I, for the Monday, Tuesday. So I would like to ideally do them on a Sunday, but that's not always possible for me to record videos on a Sunday, you can imagine. Oh dear. You can see Gilbert down there having a little sleep, bless him. What else? Getting over that full moon energy. I don't know about you, but I am finding it better today. The energy definitely seems better today. I wouldn't say it was an awful full moon, but it was still quite sort of powerful and quite strong. I was, quite triggered on the day before, on Friday. So I don't know how you found it, but yeah. At least we get through another full moon, don't we? And it sets us further on our path in the right direction, doesn't it? It helps clarify. I think that's what full moons really do. They're usually quite uncomfortable, but they sort of help clarify, where you're going. Because once you sort of like work through whatever triggers are coming up, it helps clarify in your own mind really what the next thing for you is, I think. What next steps are. So that's quite good. I'm drinking mint tea this morning. I have had rose petal and lemon this morning. That was quite nice. That's what I drank first thing this morning, but I'm on to a tea bag, peppermint. I think it's three mint. So it's peppermint, spearmint, and whatever the other one is. So thanks for subscribing and liking and helping support this channel. I've got a black bow in my hair today. And do you like my new dress? I was quite pleased with that. I got that off a website called Shein. If you're in England, you'll know. I don't know if Americans use Shein, but yeah, it's quite nice. And it goes below the knee, so it's quite long. Okay, so my eyelashes are going a bit funny because I'm getting them done on Friday. Now let's go through the decks that I'm using. You don't really need to know about all of those things. Romance Angels for our relationship message today. Blunt Truth Oracle for what the person is thinking. We've obviously got the Giant Rider-Waite, so you can laugh. Oh yeah, my nail's fallen off. Look, I've got to get that all sorted today. It's all happening. Blame the full moon. Woodland Wardens I'm going to use. That is for our spirit guide message, okay? I'll try and use my own deck actually as, maybe the next set of readings I do, because I haven't been using that lately. I didn't want to ram it down everyone's throat, and use it every single time. So we're going to go into Taurus first. And if you know your astrology chart, then obviously... Oh, and I'm really excited. I just want to say, this may or may not interest you, that they're doing a remake of the Beetlejuice film. So that's going to be exciting. I mean, I always think the originals are the best. I personally think Addams Family original films and the original programme as well in black and white is the best. But it's still nice when Netflix or, they do new ones. It's always interesting to watch. So yeah, apparently Beetlejuice is going to be being done. So that's going to be... I will like that because I'm a bit of a Beetlejuice fan as well. So yeah, let's get into it then. So Taurus, Taurus, basically. We'll get a relationship message for you and see what we get. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Okay. So, go into the tarot. ending, betrayal. You may have been betrayed by somebody or let down by somebody, or there's an ending at the moment, and it is, well, I wouldn't say it's at the moment, I'd say this is something that you've recently been dealing with. You know, it is hard. It is hard because it looks like you haven't been treated very well by a person or a situation, okay? Now, there is, with the Five of Cups, the risk that you can go on a bit of a slippery slope and sort of experience some sort of depression, okay, or grief. But Spirit is trying to show you that there's 2 cups behind you there, and there's also a bridge that you can walk across. You know, there's actually a bright side to the Five of Cups, you know, and it's not easy. You know, it isn't easy here. There is definitely something that has not been what you deserved. But, you know, it's like a point in time where you realise, I am not going to allow anything to dim my light anymore. And that's cliched. I don't actually like using that terminology, dim my light. But, you know, it's like something has literally been obstructing you from your true power, your source, yeah? And I don't know who it is or what it is, but something has been obstructing you. And that is not going to happen anymore to Taurus, okay? This is over. Whatever this situation is, because there was a person or a situation that has been kind of blocking you or obstructing you from shining your real power and being the real you. I don't know why I'm talking like that. Sorry, I'm getting all, it's like I'm feeling the energy of it. So, people around you are moving on. There's fast movement with the Chariot card, okay? Fast movement with the Chariot card. Now, the wonderful thing is you've also got the Ace of Cups, okay? Ace of Cups is a very fulfilling opportunity. It's something that makes you very happy. Taurus, this is a turning point in your life. Things are going to change very quickly now for you. You could even have someone coming into your life very fast, or a new opportunity happening, and it's happening quick, and it is going to make you so much happier, okay? This could be love after heartbreak, or it could be something else in your life massively improving after you essentially have been stabbed in the back, not treated right, any of those types of things. Take it as you will. Oh, dear. I get a bit passionate when I'm... Okay. Oh, well, look at that. That's the outcome. The outcome card is the Death, you see? So this is, it's, try not to think of it like something that's over. If it's something that's over that you're freaking happy about, then great. you can jump for joy. If it's something that has made you sad, try not to think about the fact it's over, right? And try to just think about that this is a transformation now, because that's what Spirit is trying to tell you, okay? I'm here as your messenger, okay, Kerry. And Tarot is trying to tell you that this is now a very important transformational time for Taurus, and it's going to be the making of you, okay? It's going to be the absolute making of you. Okay, so somebody is avoiding the situation. They know they've treated you badly, yeah? They know they've stabbed you in the back, or they know they let you down. There's definitely somebody here that is uncomfortable with the situation for whatever reason, okay? It could be, I'm not exactly hitting on it exactly right, but you know what I mean? This is what I'm picking up here. It's what Spirit's trying to show us here. They do know that they feel, whatever reason, it's awkward or uncomfortable, or I don't know, something like that. Your spirit guides are supporting you with the opossum and the peony. I don't know how to pronounce it, but the opossum is a little animal and it says bashfulness, okay? So I feel if there's any shyness that you've suffered with, whether it's shyness, you've been bashful, you've been, you know, hiding your light, like I said, you know, you were being obstructed from being your true self. You weren't able to stand in your power. And, you know, you were sort of, you know, you were obstructed or blocked. You know, it was like you couldn't shine. And your spirit guides are supporting you to find your strength. Because this is one powerful little creature. It may be small. It may be small and appear vulnerable, but it's not. It's got sharp little teeth, you know. So that's what your spirit guides are helping you with now, to really come into your full power, Taurus. So I'm excited for you, right? Let's go into Virgo, and I'm going to get a drink quickly. Virgo, relationship card for you. Oh, I do struggle a bit at the moment. I think I don't sit right sometimes. I sit to the side too much. So you can see the, you know, my altar and everything. It's quite nice in the background there. And it's, I think the energy comes off, you know, all my gurus. Right, Virgo. Playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So enjoying yourself. Finding things that make you feel happy. And it was funny actually, last night I was watching an Abraham Hicks, not watching, I saw it on Facebook actually, and it was like one of the memes, the Abraham Hicks memes. And it actually was saying, if you've got relationships that are broken, or anything really that's broken, don't try to fix it. Just try to be in, you know, a happy vibration, you know, a simple happiness type of vibration, and then just allow everything to reconfigure and fix itself. And I was like, oh, what a lovely idea. It's the best way, isn't it? So that's what they're saying. You're being more playful, more fun, you're enjoying yourself more. Now, you've got skills, and the Nine of Swords just fell on the floor. Sorry. The Nine of Swords just fell on the floor in the reverse position, right? So that's very interesting, because that means letting go of all the stress, all the all the anxiousness that you may have felt. So if you have felt any of those things, that is now really getting easier to cope with and manage. And you've got here the Knight of Swords. You're getting so much more skillful this week as the week progresses. Your skills are increasing, okay? Whatever skills you may need to deal with stress, anxiety, upset, grief, you know, whatever it is you had to deal with, because you've obviously had to deal with something, but you're getting so much more skillful at dealing with it, you know? So that's why you can be more playful and enjoy yourself more and have more fun again. It's wonderful. Now, your person here, Two of Swords and the Four of Pentacles, they're very blocked. It will take this person a lot of courage to step forward and do whatever it is they need to do, okay? They're very blocked, or they're being very careful. And in some ways, it's probably quite wise. But in other ways, you know, is this person blocking themselves? Let's have a look at what they're thinking. I'm scared. I can't face this right now. Okay. So, somebody needs courage and strength. They need healing to be able to step forward in their life more. But in a way, I suspect this person's taken huge risks in the past. So maybe this is part of their healing journey. And sometimes that's what happens. You know, Teal Swan talks about this, how we can swing from one end of the pendulum to the other, one extreme to the other. And that's how we tend to go. So we can be really risky, and then we can go too much on the other side, too cautious, too blocked. And then it's, as the healing takes place, we start to find a medium, happy medium, and equilibrium in the middle. And that's what ideally we want to achieve. But I totally relate to that, because I always do that. I always go from one extreme to the other. Right. So here, Virgo, there is an ending to something and a new beginning, right? It does feel like something is, somebody's been betrayed, right? Somebody has been betrayed. And, you know, I think for you, you are starting to enjoy life again. You are, you know, much more in your power. But I sense your person is still stuck, or something here is a bit stuck, okay? But it's okay, because you're having fun again. You know, you're finding yourself through all of this. You've got the skills to deal with this situation. If you have to deal with this person or situation, I'd say you've definitely got the skills to do it. But I would say it would probably take quite a lot of patience. So it's really whether or not it's going to be worth your time and effort at the moment, remember, at the moment, because, you know, that person will find their healing, or that situation will get more balance in time. It could be the timing's not quite right. Your spirit guides are saying starting over. They're definitely supporting you with starting over in your life, or starting over with something, okay? Whether it's something big in your life, or, you know, something you're rethinking in the middle of the week, okay? And like I said, you'll surprise yourself, Virgo, that you can actually really deal with this situation now. Whereas it might have floundered you in the past and got you very stressed and upset in the past, or worried, you absolutely come on leaps and bounds now, and you can deal with these types of situations or people much more effectively now. You know, and I feel like Spirit is trying to get your focus on other things, you know, because there's so much else you can do. Right, let's look at Capricorn. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Yay. Ooh, divinely timed. Breathe. It's a good one, isn't it? Oh, I keep picking up the manual. I'll put the manual over there. It's annoying. Right, let's see. Capricorn. So, safe choices, more wise, getting yourself in a healthier, more abundant position. Money's been improving, your health, your mental health, your physical health. You're in a much more better environment. You know, you're being responsible and careful about who you mix with. You've been doing loads of great things like that. And now it's like a real transformative process for you. You've got the Death card. So you may find that you're going through, you know, an inner transformation at this time, which is very beneficial for you, because you've put something to bed within yourself. And I would say it's exciting at this point for Capricorn. I feel like it could be the ending of a chapter where perhaps you were in a state of lack, or you felt needy, or you felt you were, I don't know, it feels like, well, I mean, death card, it feels like a death. It feels like, you know, it could have been a really depressing time, or it could have been, you know, like you were being treated like, you know, you just weren't worth it, or you didn't even exist. I don't know, something like that. But it is transforming. Your value is now stepping up, you know. This is a whole transformation now for Capricorn. People are going to start noticing your value. It's the ending of a very difficult time. And you have got here an energy connected to you of the Hermit and the Five of Pentacles. So this is somebody who struggles to make decisions. This is somebody who's trying to learn a lot and raise their level of consciousness, because they do suffer with either poor health, poor money, or poor mental health. You know, and they're trying to go through this whole process of learning and awakening. They're trying to see things from the higher perspective. They are. But I would say sometimes this person unfortunately slips down into the lower perspective, which is a shame, because they've got the ability to be really quite enlightened if you catch them on a good day. But if you catch this person on a bad day, oh, you know, this person is triggered. And I think this is the thing, that you're not going to be so affected by those types of energies anymore. I feel, you know, you've been left out. I strongly feel Capricorn's been left out in the cold. And it's not been right. But there is an energy here that is starting to wake up. And I think there is definitely an energy here where, I don't know how, it's going to be different for all of you, but somehow the matrix is, people are starting to awaken to your value and wake up to the truth about you, and you know, realize how special Capricorn is. Okay, and I do think that is a process that is underway. And so that very cold period that you've been through is coming to an end. Empress. See the outcome card, the Empress. It is coming to an end. Empress is a new beginning as well. Death card and the Empress, new beginnings. Not only that, there's still a relative feeling of unknown here, but Capricorn is able to be more comfortable with the unknown at this point in time. You're more wise. You're able to stay more conscious and aligned, even though you don't exactly know what's going to happen in your life. You've got more trust. I am changing to be what you deserve. See, that's the energy. That is the energy. There's something here about, because the Empress has, well, she's the mother of the tarot. She's got loads of value. Doesn't matter what gender you are. The point is, it's an energy very similar to the Nine of Pentacles. I'm telling you now, there is something changing in the energies here. People are starting to realise your value and your worth, and you're going to be recognised. And there's an ending to a time of lack or coldness. It's coming to an end. There's definitely a transformation here. So carry on trusting at this current time is the advice from Tarot, okay? Carry on trusting at this current time. This is your maturity. This is where you are rising, because things are starting to look a bit better for you. And all you've got to do is stay stable with that energy and keep trusting and stay very mature and conscious, and your ship will come in, whatever that ship may be, okay? So that's all you've got to do now. That's what Spirit is saying. Oh, your spirit guys are bringing you romance. Oh, it's a finch, a little finch with a peach. So they're bringing you romance. The writing's tiny on the card, unfortunately, but it says romance there. So love. Yeah. And it could be any kind of love for some of you. If you are thinking about romance, then yes, it's romance. But if you're thinking about a family member or a friend, you know, love is, like I said, coming to you. Right, we're going to Aquarius now. I think I'm taking a bit too long for each reading. I can't help it this morning. Codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Okay. Addictions are hard and codependency is hard. It's hard when, you know, it can affect friendships. It can affect all types of relationships where we rely on each other too much for certain things, or we see a friend that's, you know, being relied on too much, whatever it is, okay? Or it could be addictions. And we've all got addictions. We've all got, you know, we're human. We've got egos, so we've all got addictive streaks in us. Right, now, something is coming into balance. Something has gone in your favour recently with the Justice card. Things have been a bit more fair for you, and you sort of have got what you deserved in one. It might be not in all areas, okay, but in one particular area of your life, it feels like contracts were signed or there was movement in the right direction, and in that area of your life is more balanced now and in better order. There is still a situation that's making you tired though, here, weighing you down. You're carrying too many burdens. You're very determined and you will make things work. You will get to manifest what it is you desire, because you're that determined. But, you know, is there something you can drop doing that will actually speed the process up or make it easier for you? Or can you somehow, I know it's a bit of a joke, but can you somehow take a bit of a rest? Because it just feels like, it, you know, longer term, it could affect your health a little bit if you know, or it just could be that you can basically get what you deserve in other areas of your life more quickly if you drop doing something that you've been doing. You're connecting here with an energy that is quite triggered at the moment. This person's been really quite triggered. They've got the moon, all right, and it's been a mysterious time for this person. There's been unforeseen energies at play, spirit, you know. This person has needed to stay very calm and very still. The good news is that things are improving for this person. They've got the 9 of Pentacles, okay? They're starting to feel more happy again. They're going to start feeling more abundant again. They're going to just be more confident as well, probably. They're learning to make better choices for themselves. They will make the right choices for themselves, if you're wondering. There is a message here. I'm waiting for us both to be ready. So there's something to do with timing with this connection and maybe not rushing this person or not rushing the situation. You know, because I feel like this is somebody that's taken risks or been through a bit of a dark time. Sometimes they can get very triggered, perhaps. But they're going to make the right choices and they're going to get themselves in a really much better position. Okay. You might have felt quite tired by that whole scenario. And maybe what you've got to drop is taking a step back a little bit. I don't know. But you're fine anyway. I mean, what the tarot is saying is your life's in order, really, Aquarius. In a lot of ways, it really is. Now, the outcome card is the Fool. So there is going to be a new beginning here with this situation, a positive new beginning. an exciting new beginning, all right? It may feel a little bit challenging at the moment, but I wouldn't worry too much. It looks good from where I'm looking. And your spirit guides are supporting you with leadership. So you're sort of having to take the lead. Again, it's quite small writing on this card, but you've got the bear and the cedar. So, you know, your spirit guides are basically saying a situation here is improving. You know, you've got a lot of things in order anyway. So just look after yourself at the moment is what I feel they're saying. And you will actually find that, you know, if you're thinking about somebody or worrying about somebody, they're going to make the right decision, and the situation will sort itself out. And at the moment, you've sort of got to take the lead in a way and just set the example of self-care. And, you know, if you do that, this person's going to do the same. So that's the message there. Right, let's go into Gemini. Gemini. Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So by enjoying yourself more, you are attracting love, or maybe attracting an opportunity that you would like, because you're in a happier vibration. So you're attracting something here. You've got, I mean, you are Gemini, and you've got lots of Gemini energy. You've got the two swords. You've got skills. You've had to apply your skills lately in, I don't know what areas of your life, but it looks pretty serious to me. You know, you've been taking action. Okay, Knight of Swords to the Queen of Wands. You've got a very clear vision for where you're headed, and you've had to really be quite cold, either with other people or with your own emotions, because there's certain jobs you've needed to get done. And I can see you've been very productive here, doing, you know, taking the right actions swiftly, making the right judgments, you know, and you've got a vision for what you want to achieve. So you're not going to allow anything to obstruct you at the moment. It's probably a time where you're building your resilience and you're learning to be a lot more, you know, self-sufficient. And so some people might take that to be that you're a bit cold, that you don't really need them, but you're having to go for this process, and it's a personal process, you know. You're very clear here, and there's no way you're going to let anybody take you for a fool. I tell you that now. Oh my goodness. Wow, there is so much sword energy here. You're definitely having to deal with situations at the moment, Gemini. It might feel like you need to have this fun, and maybe that's, you know, with this attraction card, it's like you're manifesting something, or you're attracting things at the moment, and you're also trying to enjoy yourself, because it does feel like quite a lot of stuff needing to be sorted out here. But it feels productive. There's a real productive energy that I'm seeing. But it's like you're dealing with somebody that's kind of matching your energy here. And these people this could be one person or a group of people that are also quite cold. They could be trying to take their power back after a situation hasn't been dealt with effectively. There's somebody here with a very clear vision of what, in their opinion, needs to be done, and they're intent on taking their power back, you know. And so it's really, you know, there's a very intense energy here between you and somebody else, or you and another group of people, you know. There's an intense energy, and I tell you, I can see why the first card is about enjoying this moment fully. You know, it's like Spirit is saying, that although there's all this going on, weirdly, you're actually kind of enjoying your life. You're finding ways to enjoy things. I feel like there's an issue that needs to be addressed, and it's going to be addressed. One way or another, it will get addressed, you know. Yeah, look at that. I want to make this work. See? So there could have been a stalemate situation where there's been a sort of coldness or a block. I don't know. But I really feel with the two queens, there will be communication, you know, and it could be a difficult situation because both sides want what they want, you know, but then at the same time, I sort of get the sense that there's this feeling of things getting sorted and addressed. Okay, that's all I can say. That's a very interesting energy that's coming through for Gemini. Something will get sorted after it's been a bit blocked, I would say, or testing. Oh, lovely. Queen of Cups is the outcome. So there you go, right? Because that is... Queen of Cups is, you know, the heart. My God, it's the complete opposite to the Queen of Swords, isn't it? I mean, you know, basically, Gemini, there is going to be a resolve. There's going to be some kind of support here, some kind of resolve. The most important thing that Tarot is saying here is to stay very calm and stay very aligned and conscious, you know, and I think you will. I don't think you'll allow yourself to get too triggered by this situation. I think you'll just stay in your power, stay in your heart, however you call it, and there will be some kind of understanding between you and this person or you and this situation. You know, I feel there'll be a resolve with these cards. Okay, and your spirit guides are helping you with creative ingenuity. So they're helping you to be creative in the way you deal with this situation or the way that you're dealing with your life generally. Perhaps you're really feeling creative at the moment and you're really, you know, there's this thing, your energy for manifesting is really good at this time. And it feels like you're creating things and you've got clear visions for what it is you're creating in your life and the way that you're living your life. So there's a lot of nice things here for Gemini. And the situation seems to get resolved and sorted. I'd say fairly soon, you know. Okay, so we'll go into Libra. Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So there could be somebody that could have a relationship with you or something like that, but they're either very focused on work or there's barriers, you know, even maybe that it's hard for them to get to you because of the fact that they don't have a car, or just practical things like that, you know, can be a factor, can't they? It can also be because Spirit is wanting you to focus more on your purpose at the moment rather than your love life right now. That can be a thing as well. Okay, so you've got here the King of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. My God, Libra. What can I say? You've definitely been tuning into abundance recently, and money will have been improving for you massively. You know, you've also been learning how to trust yourself more and to be more centered and not just give. I'd say your boundaries have been a lot better. And and you've learned some sort of self-respect, you know, and that all aligns you to source, and obviously therefore your health and your abundance levels have been increasing. What's happening really at the moment for you the next few days is the Ace of Cups. I mean, what can I say? You're just enjoying life more. You know, you're feeling more content. You're definitely more in touch with yourself at this point, and this is a new beginning for you. It's kind of where you've been aiming for quite some time, and you're finally there at this. You know, you're very grounded now, you're centered, you know how to look after yourself, you know how to do what you need to do, you know, and so now you can actually start bloody enjoying yourself, you know. It's like that you could start attracting new love as well. Your person is moving forward, but they do still have some mental health problems, or they get stuck in their head too much about things, which is probably frustrating because it's all imagined in their own head. You know, but the good thing is you're going into your heart, you're going into your enjoyment. You're not trying to sort of fight this person anymore or prove anything to them. You're just putting out your good energy just generally. And so this person is they get very conflicted about things. You're not conflicted at all. You are embracing something. Now they do come out with a card, I want to make this work. So, and I think they do. I think this person does want to make something work with you in whatever capacity that may be. They want to make something work with you, and they feel conflicted at the moment. They've started progressing forward more easily in their life than they had been. And they're probably on the verge of contacting you they are really thinking about how can we move this situation forward. They feel very conflicted about it. They will have to step up because we've got the Seven of Wands, right? And that is all to do with stepping up to challenges. Your person is in a much better position now to deal with whatever mental health problem they've got. You know, it's just a problem in the mind, you know. They can do it. That is what Spirit is saying. And you may perceive challenges with this person, but again, you're so much more grounded and happier now. I mean, you're happy. You are happy. So I feel with these cards, this can get sorted, and it will get sorted. Because it's all in this person's head, and they're just being silly. Honestly, they're just being silly, and deep down they want to make this situation work with you, and they will. It will be challenging for them, don't get me wrong. It's not going to be a walk in the park. Creative ingenuity, that card just came out a minute ago for Gemini. So independence, yeah, I mean, I think you are. I think your spirit guides are helping you to be creative, with your life purpose, because the first card was all to do with finances, your life purpose, you know, whatever that may be. You've got the cat with the lavender for independence. So you're quietly independent. You know, you don't push it in people's faces, but you're quietly going about your business in a very independent way, and you're in such a great position, Libra, compared to what you were. And the nice thing is you can even be quite creative now as well, because you've got the spider and the passion flower, and that card is for creativity. So they're helping you to be creative, independent, to really be enjoying your life purpose and just things that you love. It's wonderful energy. So you're just doing all those things, and your person's going to have to figure this out, because as much as this person honestly thought they were just going to walk away, forget all about you, whatever. I just don't think that is the case. I really don't. So there we go. Let's go into Leo. Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. You've got a soulmate coming in, okay? Now, this card came out in reverse, and I don't really generally read the decks in reverse, but you have got a soulmate coming in, okay? And I feel at the moment it is important for you to figure out what is not for you and what is for you. And there's certain things that you know is not for you. So that's been your priority. And once that is all aligned, then something really special is coming in for you. You know, and if you're not thinking about a soulmate, you're thinking about a job or an opportunity like that, it's going to come in. But it can only come in once you get certain other things sorted first, okay? Because it was in reversed. So I know there's just a slight block there because there's other things that need sorting first, right? Yeah. So you've been dealing with obstructions or obstacles and weighing things up and reviewing things. It's like, do I do this? Do I do that? Trying to get a more healthy balance. Okay. It would have felt like you was just juggling way too much. And there could have been information going backwards and forwards in writing here. Okay. But the good thing is you're starting to progress much better now. And people can work with you. You can work with people and you get progress. It's almost like you have chosen your path now and you do know what your path is. And now you've just got to start putting it into action, basically. And that's where you are. That's what you're doing. So it's a good time. It's a time of growth, fertility, progress. Yeah, you're dealing with energies that are very different, okay? Because you've got, on the one hand, you've got the Page of Cups, which is somebody that's romantic, who is sweet, who is caring. It could be children or it could be a lover, you know? And so there's these very sensitive energies that make you very happy. And that's what's really important to you, you know, that's what you've been weighing up. But then you've had these other energies which are very deceitful and have plans that don't really go into fruition. And it feels like a bit toxic there. So, you know, this is what you've been weighing up. And I think this week you're just getting more and more clarity about what you're going to do about that, you know? And you're not going to be carrying on thinking about it for too much longer. I think you're in decision process now, and not even just decision process, action. Somebody is saying that they are listening to their guides. So, you know, somebody's going to be guided and they know they're at a crossroads. Okay, they know they're at a crossroads. So they will get guided. They are at a crossroads. And there may be somebody that deals with things in an underhand kind of way. But it won't really work, is what I'm getting shown. You know, it won't really work because you work bloody hard. Do you see what I mean? You work bloody hard and you've got a very good energy. As long as you stay in conscious alignment, what can this person do? Not very much. There is a decision being made. There could be lots of decisions being made, or there's one big decision being made. This is taking you into your next chapter of your life, Leo. A very happy chapter. A chapter that will be much more in alignment with you and your life and the things that you care about than the people that you care about. This is all about you being around the right people with the Three of Pentacles, okay? Your spirit guides have got the weasel and the pine. Introspection, you know, looking inwards. They're getting you to look inwards. They're getting you to really think about what's important, what you need to do, all of those things. So good things are coming in for you once certain situations are dealt with. And that's what you're in the process of right now. Okay, so let's go into Aries. Deception. Interesting. Somebody wearing a false self mask. So they're in their ego then, because the ego is the self, the mask that we wear. So they've got too much ego and they're not honest with who they really are. And it's silly. You're over it. You're over stressing yourself about this situation big time. 9 of Swords in the reversed position. Oh, I do feel for you because it's been a shame. You've been through some kind of stress, and but it's over with. And look at this, bringing karma into balance. You will not allow your vibrational level to be dropped by anyone who is playing games with you or playing games with themselves. You know, it's like whatever, because that energy, whatever it is, whether they're lying or they're just being fake, whatever it is, you can see the energy is not great. It's not a good energy. And it's like, do you know what? Have it then. Have it, because I can't allow myself to keep going down this road. You know, I need to take the higher road, and that's what you're doing. And you're breaking a karmic pattern. You're not allowing yourself to get drawn into something here. And that's, you know, Spirit can see. So I think Tarot is saying, well done, Aries, because you're staying very balanced about this situation. You're not getting drawn in. You're maintaining a higher consciousness. And, you know, things will go in your favour because of this, really. They've got somebody who's got the Queen of Swords and the King of Pentacles, right? So there's different things here going on, possibly. You could have somebody that's just very bitter because of the things they've gone through, and they're trying to stand in their power with the King of Pentacles. You know, they could have been very bitter and hurt in the past, and they're very clear on their vision for their life, but to the point that they can be a bit cold. With the King of Pentacles, you know, this person is trying to use their wisdom and intelligence this week to sort of be trying to make better decisions for themselves. They're aligning to money and abundance and better health. You know, this is somebody that potentially can be very generous and very kind. I mean, you could be dealing with two different energies, quite frankly. Somebody who's cold and bitter, but then there's also somebody here who's giving and generous. Do you really need either of these people? You know, because you've got the Justice card. You're cutting your karmic patterns. You can allow Spirit to decide what happens with your life. You might not even need either of those people. On the other hand, you could have somebody who's been cold who's going to become more generous because they've been getting themselves into a better environment. Okay? But there has been coldness because we've got the Deception card and we've got the Queen of Swords. So you've definitely dealt with coldness and you're over it. You are so done with any of that. And you do deserve more, and you've been coming to a more balanced energy. This situation or something like this could have really dragged you down previous. But you've now cut the karmic patterns and you're not going to allow it to drag you down vibrationally. And you won't let it compromise you vibrationally. But what I'm seeing is where you're coming into that better balance and you are cutting your karmic patterns, you're going to receive something much better. And I don't know if it's off this cold person, or, you know, because they've got themselves sorted now, or whether it's somebody new. But you are definitely attracting, you know, a much better energy here. This is you, and you're attracting a King of Pentacles. Doesn't have to be a masculine, but it's just somebody who's in their mastery, you know, with generosity and, well, all those types of things. You know, so is it the same person having a turnaround, or is this a new energy coming in? Well, that's an interesting message. I am ready for a fresh start with you. So, could be the same person. But for some of you, maybe it is a fresh energy. It doesn't really matter theoretically, because we're all one, right? There's no separation. We are all one. So if it was somebody new, this person would be amazing. Because they've got King of Pentacles energy. This is all about truth. Okay, you've got the Tower cards. This is all about truth. And I do think this is definitely to do with somebody that's been deceptive. And you may not have been truthful to yourself in the past. You weren't truthful to yourself, but now you are. And now you won't compromise. You stand in your truth. And that may mean that certain relationships or things had to come crumbling down because you weren't willing to be fake, you know? Because somebody wanted to be fake, you know, but you weren't willing to do that. You've stood in your power and your truth, and it's like, look, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? So this situation has to come into the truth if it is to continue, and it has to be something decent. Otherwise, you're honestly manifesting something new. And whether that's, you know, if this is not to do with love and it's to do with business or something else, you're manifesting a much better situation. Whether it's this situation improving for you or a new situation, it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't really matter, because you're basically going to be getting what you deserve. Your spirit guides are helping you with loyalty. That's right. Being loyal to yourself, being truthful to yourself. And that's why when you start becoming truthful to yourself, it's the hound and the pear. It's really cute. When you start being truthful to yourself, all of your relationships start having to come into alignment with truth. You know? So it's brilliant. Okay, let's have a look at Sagittarius. Okay, codependency, right? Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Okay. So it can be whether we rely on other people too much or they rely on us too much. Or it can be something to do with our addictions. And let's face it, we're all human. We all have addictions. As long as we've got an ego, we're going to have addictions. You've been working really hard. You have been working so hard, Sagittarius. Well done. You've been very passionate about certain things in your life. You've been working. You have been moving into your mastery, and you've become a much better judge. You've been reviewing things, and you're going to be reviewing something, and you're going to be making a judgment on it, you know. You're definitely seeing things more clearly. There is a decision that's going to be made. Your person's been... There's somebody here that needs courage. They need courage to make a decision or to start a new chapter in their life. Okay? You know, they were frightened. They were very frightened to basically make a decision and move forward with this new chapter. But they have to do it. I feel Spirit is working behind the scenes with this situation. You're really serious about this situation. There is commitment here. There is commitment here. There is definitely, you know, a fear, somebody in fear about a new beginning, a new chapter in their life. It frightens them. They go in denial sometimes. There is wisdom. There will be wise action taken. There may be a delay, or it might be a good idea to just slow things down, because you will end up with better action being taken as a result. That's what Tarot is saying with that card. It results in wise action. So, and you're with the King of Swords, you're not just going with your emotions all the time. You are thinking clearly, strategically. And you will be reviewing something. Patience. And that's it. It's all about patience. You've got the bobcat. You've got the bobcat. And so your spirit guides are helping you with patience. It's hard to see the writing at the bottom of the card. But yeah, patience at this time. So a lot going on for you. But you're not being too reactive and triggered. You're actually taking some time here to see how things go. And to make your judgment at the right time. You know, it looks like somebody's coming into a new beginning, and it requires patience from your end, all right? So that's the message. Okay. Let's go into Scorpio. Deception, that was the last card. Playfulness. So moving from being deceived, not getting treated how you deserved, yes, people being fake, not able to be real with their emotions, to, or maybe lying to you at worst, to this beautiful playful energy, happy. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine, and that's what you're doing. You're attracting romance because you're more happy. So it's a totally different energy. It's not that kind of really sexual type of thing. It's a more playful happiness, and that leads to more romance energy. It's just more, it's more of an energy you can trust. There is attraction to somebody. You have had some good news. And you have been attracted to somebody or excited about exploring your journey, you know. Now, there are certain challenges that you face, but you are in a good position to basically just deal with everything that you have to deal with at the moment, and you can do it. And I think you're starting to realise that. I think you're starting to realise that actually, you know what, I can do this. I can actually freaking do this. This is my journey, I'm living it my way, and it's actually quite fun. You know, you're finding ways and means to navigate your life, and you're kind of enjoying it more, and you feel more confident in how you manage your life, you know. And it's a time of where your Scorpio is becoming really empowered, you know, and that's why you can be a bit more playful, and I don't know, all your energies are much more joyful. You know, now somebody was watching you a lot. Page of Swords. Somebody was watching you a lot, okay, with this card, and they were very cautious. And there's this Ten of Swords, you know, this person has suffered a lot of betrayals, and they could be quite bitter. They may just feel, you know, this could be somebody that lost their chance with you, and it could be that first energy, I feel. I feel this could be an ex or something like that, somebody that lost their chance with you, because this person's definitely, there's an energy there of somebody that could probably be not the best energy for you. And I don't necessarily think they're nasty to be horrible to you. I feel like this person was very guarded, very bitter, very traumatized almost, or something like that. I'm undecided about us. I need time to think things through. Don't rush me. I feel like this is a very old energy that's coming up here. I don't think this is a current energy at all. I don't know why this is coming through. I feel maybe it's because you're navigating your way out of an old timeline. I feel you probably already have navigated yourself out of that timeline pretty much. And you're onto a much better run. I mean, maybe Spirit's trying to show you the contrast. You know, maybe Spirit's trying to show you the contrast so that you can appreciate exactly how far you have come. And you're on to, you know, this period of your life is really good news for you. You know, because even if you stand alone in your power. You've found yourself and you're enjoying the adventures now without people bringing their energy in where it's not needed or wanted, quite frankly. Yeah, look at that. I think somebody could be really triggered, you know, pain body. I think somebody could be really triggered by the fact you're moving on. That's what's being shown. Because I was thinking, why is an old energy coming up? Why? That's the reason. Boundaries, you see. Your spirit guides are supporting you. You've got the porcupine. So cute, these cards. You've got the porcupine, and it's the boundaries. Look, maybe that's what this is about as well. It's not just about you dealing with challenges. It's you keeping people at bay. People respecting you more, and it's very good news for you. You can explore life now without feeling that people think they've got access to you all the time, and you've got much better boundaries, and Spirit is helping you to have those boundaries. And now you can be playful and enjoy yourself and relax. And some of you may even be in a new relationship that's much more playful, much more romantic, such a nice energy. Others of you may still be going through the whole journey of just like having a romance with yourself. You know, and it's nice because you have got much better boundaries now. You've learned so much. But I do sense somebody does trigger because you're moving forward so nicely, honestly. So that's quite interesting, isn't it? Because I was thinking, why is that energy turning up? I don't feel that's a current energy. But they're still watching you and they're still thinking about you, even though they know it's basically over. You know, they think that they still stand a chance with you, or they couldn't make a decision, they couldn't step up when they had the chance. And the thing is, and now you're moving on, and it's like they obviously realise, you know, and they could be pretty triggered about that. So, but anyway, your energy's moving. You're just empowered, and it's a fun time for you, Scorpio. So we'll go into Pisces. You deserve love. You are lovable. Beautiful. You are lovable. Okay. So love is on the cards for Pisces here. Taking your power back. Oh my God. I haven't said that for a while. I always know the cards are a bit like when I say that. Right, you took your power back. You had to be cold. You might have to be cold for a little while, you know. It might have been a while you were like this, because there was no way you were going to keep fighting battles if you weren't going to get the results at the end. You know, you weren't interested. You realised, this is pointless to keep fighting for some of these things that I'm fighting for. What am I really going to get at the end of it? So you took your power back, and it wasn't easy. And you know, certain people may have found you quite cold at that time, but it is what it is. You had to do it. And now you found yourself. You've gone through this whole beautiful journey, and you really know who you are now, and you've got a lot of self-love, and you are attracting a soulmate. If your soulmate's not here yet, it certainly will be very soon. Just keep on loving yourself, because that vibration is pulling it in. Some of you maybe know that you have just recently met your soulmate. It's fantastic energy that Pisces is in at this current time. It really, really is. You are just so at one with a situation in your life now, you know. You're so at one with a situation. It's going to be so much more fulfilling, you know. And whether that's just how you feel within yourself, or whether that's how you feel to do with, you know, a passion of yours, your life purpose, you know, but your relationship will come into that alignment as well. Now, your energy that you're connecting into here, this person, this is somebody that likes cooperation. They like teamwork. They like working together. They've gone through the whole situation of figuring out their life. They know their path. They know their plan. And they're just basically in the process of just putting it into action. So this is somebody that knows what they're doing. They know where they're going. They may have recently rebuilt their life. You know, that's very possible. But they're making good inroads. This is not somebody that doesn't have a clue. They do know what they're doing. Now, they do have the Fool card. So saying that, you know, there is a situation that's all new for them. And it could be something to do with you. That you are all new to them. This is a fresh start for them. But it's definitely somebody that wants a new beginning where there's cooperation and it's like a team. And I feel like there's more people involved as well, but not in a bad way. I mean, in a good way. Like, this is a really nice collective feeling where everyone gets included and valued. You could make this person feel very enthusiastic. They could feel very inspired by you. Oh, you're dealing with somebody here who's got a very good heart. That is confirmation. Okay, so if you haven't met this person yet, they've got a very good heart. If you do know this person, you know, but this situation or person, because it could be a situation, it's very nice vibration. It's a very nice vibration. Now, there will be some learning to do here, but that's fine because everybody's keen. That's what I can see. Moving on from troubled times, that's it, boom. So you and this person, or you and this situation, it is a whole thing to do with leaving the past in the past and moving towards the light. And the next 2 weeks to 4 weeks, it's going to come on leaps and bounds, this situation. Safety. Oh, how lush. Your spirit guides have been bringing you to a place of safety within yourself. You've got the eel and the iris, which is a bit weird, but there we go. But it's about safety. You know, you found safety in yourself. You had to take your power back. You had to say, no, these situations are not safe, ultimately. Because we don't think about that as adults. When we're kids, we teach children about safety. But do we do that as adults? No, we don't. We just tend to go into situations that when we say, oh, it's vibrationally out of alignment or it's toxic. What about safety? You know, what about that? And that's what, Pisces, you've done. You've took yourself out of situations that weren't good. You've got yourself into a situation of safety, feeling emotionally, physically safe. And now you're attracting just, well, I feel for a lot of you it's love, but if it's not love, it's some kind of new start in your life, in an area in your life where you've really wanted emotional fulfillment, and you're going to definitely get it now. So, wonderful. Cancer. Cancer. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Okay, so something's been released. It's probably, we've just had that Sagittarius full moon. It's probably confirmation that you've been releasing some old karmic patterns here. And it's good news. It is good news, because if the energy has felt quite heavy or intense, it's confirmation that the only reason it was like that was because something was being released, and you're going to feel a lot more clearer, a lot more lighter, and a lot more brighter now. Look at that. A lot more lighter, a lot more brighter. 3 of Cups. Happy. Healing. Celebrating. Absolutely wonderful. You know, that is absolutely wonderful, isn't it? So, yeah. This is fantastic news for Cancer. Some sort of karma, and you don't have to analyse it really and worry about what it was. There's some sort of karma has now left you. And it was a heavy energy, you know, and it's gone now. And you are now going to be feeling lighter and brighter, and you can enjoy yourself more. And the lovely thing is you've got King of Cups. You're basically moving more and more into your mastery of emotions and happiness. And, you know, it's like you can totally honour your feelings. You can totally honour your spirituality. You're really in touch with yourself. You know, you can still be a bit cold when you need to be. You are a Cancer, you're a crab. But you're happy inside, you know, so it's like, yay. Your spirit guides are very close to you at this time as well. They're really, really helping you. It's wonderful. I think they're so pleased for you. They've so wanted you to do well. They're very fond of you, your spirit guides or loved ones in spirit. I mean, obviously they would be, but they are. They're very fond of you. They kind of consider you to be like a child to them, okay? Because we've got the 6 of Cups there. So they could see how stuck you were on a mental level. They knew you were really stuck, and they felt, these loved ones in spirit or these spirit guides, they felt they couldn't, they were conflicted as to how much help to give you, because they knew you needed to learn certain things for yourself and figure certain things out, you know. And now it's like, boom, you've done it, and they're so pleased that you've done it. Now, you are dealing with somebody here that is very stuck in the past as well. And it may be to do with their own childhood issues or their own children, that they get stuck in the past as well, okay? Now, they feel very conflicted about things with you, right? And it's all in their head. It's all in their heads. There's no reason for them to be conflicted, really, because I would say this person does actually have genuine feelings and care for you. Yeah, I know that you are the one I want to spend my life with. So there is somebody here that genuinely cares about you, but they are very conflicted because of the past, and they're allowing themselves to get stuck because of the past. But you are celebrating your own healing journey, and you are really in your mastery. I mean, it's brilliant, Cancer. It's really brilliant, because you're kind of now where you wanted to be a few years ago, and you're now there. And if you're not quite there, your spirit guides are right there with you, pushing you in this direction. Like I said, I mean, they were willing you through your difficult times. I can see that in the cards. Absolutely willing you. They couldn't help you as much as they wanted to for whatever reasons. There was obviously this karma that you had to burn off, and they had to allow that process to take place. But I think they really wanted to step in and support you even more than they could. But you've done it. I mean, with the 3 of Cups, the King of Cups, that's confirmation that you've done it. You have definitely achieved a major breakthrough very, very recently, if not this week. And you'll be noticing how much better you're feeling. yeah, there's somebody here that is still very stuck in their minds. They've got the 7 of Cups, okay? They create a lot of problems in their own minds. There is nothing physically stopping this person from being with you. It is purely in their own minds that they do it. And they cause their own suffering, by the way. This person has maybe addiction problems or mental health problems, and they feed it themselves by allowing their minds to think far too much. And they create these obstructions, but it's just in their mind. They're not really stuck. They could come forward to you at any point, and you are now ready. I can see that you are absolutely ready for whatever you want next. If you want, you know, to be on your life purpose, you're ready for that. If you want to get more psychic and spiritual, you're ready for that. If you want to have a relationship that is emotionally based, you are ready for it. You know, you are ready. And your person is still going in rings, which is hard because you've just released a big chunk of that recently. The last 7 days or even 5 days, you've been releasing something. Now, this person does have genuine feelings for you, like I said, because we've got 2 cards telling us that. You know, this person's got fond memories of you or fond feelings for you. It's not just sexual, I will say that. But they are still very, very stuck there. Happiness. Your spirit guides helping you to be happy. Whatever is going on with that personal situation, it is not getting you down anymore. Okay, you've got this card, happiness. Ladybug. The ladybug. I love it. Yeah. It's not easy every day of your life. Clearly, because I know how I was Friday, then Saturday I was good, and Sunday I wasn't so good. My hormones were going rife, and with the full moon I was purging a lot. And so you can't be happy every day, because what we're really all here to do is clear all our karmas, right, and get back to our true spirit. But what I can see is you've been making some great strides with getting back to your true spirit, and now look at that. I mean, that's Cancer in their mastery. So you found a place within yourself where you can be happy, even though at some days these situations can be a bit testing. So what can we say? Happier times for Cancer. And you're not imagining it, there is somebody here that really cares about you. So, you know, but you're happy regardless. And I feel your life purpose, your spirituality really coming on leaps and bounds here. So there we go. That's the message, Cancer. I'm sending you lots of love and peace. If you want to book in for a reading, I do a 40-minute reading. I do an hour reading on video call, and I just, you know, video phone you on WhatsApp or Facebook Messenger or Skype. It's not too pricey. I do try to keep my prices affordable. And also I do a voice note reading for 10 minutes, which is even more affordable. And I've got my deck if you're interested, and you can go to my website. You're very welcome to have a little look. The link is below, and I'm sending you lots of love and peace.